Good morning everyone. I'm Sanya Mirza of TMRJC Girls 1 Raikursi Karimnagar. So today I'm here with the topic search for genetic material. So let's get started. In 1869, Frederick Messier isolated acidic material in the nucleus from the cell and called it nuclein, now known as nucleic acids. Also around the same time, Gregor Mendel proposed the principle of inheritance. In fact, Gregor Mendel, Thomas Hunt Magan, Walton Sutton, and few other scientists had continued their research on genetic material to chromosome. However, these chromosomes of eukaryotes contain several proteins along with DNA or deoxyribonucleic acid. Scientists could not exactly confirm whether the genetic material was DNA or proteins. Around 1926, the search for the mechanism of inheritance of genetic material had reached molecular level, yet the genetic material had still not been discovered. However, in 1928, Frederick Griffith, a British scientist, conducted an experiment that accidentally demonstrated the transformation of genetic material in bacteria. In fact, Frederick Griffith was in the process of developing vaccine against the bacteria Streptococcus pneumoniae, that called pneumonia, by inoculating the dead microbes along similar lines of Louis Pasteur's experiments. Frederick grew the bacteria in a culture plate and found that they were of two forms, the smooth and the rough. This was because the smooth, shiny colonies, or the S strain of the bacteria, possess a mucus, a polysaccharide coat, while the rough colonies, or the S strain, had no such coat. Further, when the mice was injected with S strain, they died of pneumonia, while those injected with R strain did not develop pneumonia. This proved that S strain of bacteria was virulent, while the R strain was harmless. Moreover, Frederick also found that heating killed the bacteria. So, when he injected heat-killed S strain bacteria into the mice, they did not die. On the other hand, when he injected a mixture of R strain bacteria and heat-killed S strain bacteria, the mice died. Surprisingly, he even recovered the living S strain of bacteria from the dead mice. So, on the basis of this experiment, Frederick concluded that the heat-killed S strain bacteria, it somehow transforms the S strain bacteria. He also concluded that the reason why the R strain bacteria produced the smooth polysaccharide coat and became virulent was because of the transfer of the genetic material from the heat-killed S strain bacteria. However, there was still no means to ascertain or identify the genetic material that was transformed or transferred and responsible for the transformation process. Later, after 16 years, in 1944, the team of three scientists, Avery, McLeod, and McCarty, once again began research on the experiment that was once conducted by Frederick. At that time, they tried to identify the biochemical nature of the transforming principle in Frederick's experiment. By this, the scientists first purified biochemicals such as proteins, DNA, and RNA or ribonucleic acid from the heat-killed S strain bacteria. They did not show or identify the biochemical responsible for transforming the live R strain into the S strain bacterial cells. Still, from their experiments, they discovered the DNA from the S strain bacteria that have transformed the R strain bacteria. They also found that the digestion of DNA heat-killed S strain with DNase inherited transformation. Further, the scientists also discovered that addition of proteases or protein digesting enzymes and RNases or RNA digesting enzymes did not affect the transformation. This led to the conclusion that proteins or RNA were not transforming substances and implied that DNA was the cause for the transformation. Thus, their experiment, Avery, McLeod, and McCarty, concluded that DNA is a hereditary material in most living organisms. In other ways, many biologists were still unconvinced that DNA was hereditary material, and though the search of genetic material continued for several years and was concluded